Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer/football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. This video will be for Wednesday. No, my bad. It'll be for Thursday, February 3rd. And it's going to be for the UEFA Europa League. And I have an 8-game slate for you guys. But before we start, we got to talk about it, baby. We got to talk about it. Unfortunately, I did not hit 100%, of course. But I did get more green than red, though. Atalanta, who would have saw that coming? Well, technically, I did. I kind of had a feeling Club Brugge was going to beat them just because Atalanta did have that many injuries. But I went with Atalanta just because I was like, there's no way they lose this game. But well, hopefully they'll get them back in the second leg. So it is what it is. Benfica, I knew they were gonna win, but I didn't put them. I just couldn't trust it. Bayern hit though, so let's go. My Chivitas, they hit. Hell yeah, let's go. Who else screwed me over? Liverpool. Oh my God, bro. Liverpool, what is going on with you guys, though? For real. Somebody tell them. Somebody call them and be like, what is going on with you guys, man? Like, 1 minute you're good, then a minute you suck. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, I don't know what's going on with them, but they should have won that one, for real. Milan, I kind of had a feeling they were going to lose too. They ended up losing 1-0 to Feyenoord, but couldn't really pull the trigger on that. Tigres hit, so yeah, I see more green than red. It's not all bad, but I wanted 100%, so oh well, hopefully we'll get it today. So without further ado, let's get on with the predictions for Thursday, February 13. So I'm going to talk about the teams. I'll let you guys know if there's any predictions, and I'll talk about the over and under, and I'll give you my predictions. So let's do it. First on the list, we have FC Midtjylland. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably saying it wrong. Midtjylland. I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not, but versus Real Sociedad. So, okay, I got Real Sociedad for this one. There's no way they're losing this one. But the other team, which I don't want to say it wrong again, Midtjylland, they are at home. They're both sitting with 1 injuries. Both teams, as far as the total points, is sitting at 2.5 for the total. Team-wise, Midtjylland is sitting at 0.5, and Real Sociedad is sitting at 1.5. These two teams have not gone head-to-head yet, so this is going to be interesting. As far as that 1.5 for Real Sociedad, they've covered this 3 out of the last 5 games. The most recent game they did go over 1.5. So I have a feeling they're either gonna go over 1.5 or they'll go over the total of 2.5. And only because Midtjylland, that 0.5, they've covered this 4 out of 5 times. So, and for the Europa League, they've covered this as well. They've covered this 2 out of 3 of their most recent games. So, the 2 most recent, they did cover this, by the way. So, but Real Sociedad, as far as them letting the other team score, they've allowed this 3 out of 5 times. So, it's going to be tough for that team to get a 0.5, but I probably won't go with that. I'll probably go with Real Sociedad over 1.5. I think probably that would be the easiest outcome here. So yeah, give me that. And as far as a win, I have a feeling that's going to win. I mean, there's no way they don't. I feel like they're just a better team. So yeah, okay. On to the next game. We have Fenerbahce versus Anderlecht. Anderlecht. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not good with these weird ass teams and the names. I mean, okay. As far as injuries, Fenerbahce has 5 injured players, 1 player with the red card, and 2 questionable. Anderlecht have 2 players with a red card and 1 questionable. As far as the total is sitting at 3, team total wise is sitting at 0.5 for Anderlecht, and Fenerbahce is sitting at 1.5. Fenerbahce, they're at home, and at home between this team, they've covered this. The 2 most recent times, they've only gotten head to head 4 times. So in these 4 times, Anderlecht have not been able to beat them. So they got 1 tie, and the rest of the other 3 games, Fenerbahce won. So they are at home and they are favorite, Fenerbahce. So I'm gonna go with that for them to win. As far as a total, I see this under just because the last 4 times they've gone head to head, they've only been able to cover this one. So yeah, give me the under on the 3. As far as that 0.5 for Underland, they've covered this. They covered this 3 out of their last 5. So most recent they did, but the one before that they did not. So it's tough for. I mean, I'm not saying they won't score a goal, but that one's going to be super tough. Just because Fenerbahce, the most recent game, they did not allow a goal. So, but they have allowed 4 out of 5 times. No, I believe no, I'm bad. 3 out of 5 times. So it's tough. But I'm gonna go with under 3 and Fenerbahce to win. So okay, on to the next game. We have Ferenc Battles. Yeah. Ferenc Battles versus Victoria Pleasant. None of those teams have injuries. Ferenc Battles are at home. And their 5 most recent games, they got 3 wins, 2 L's. As far as Victoria Pleasant, they're basically in the same spot. 3 wins, 2 L's. Most recent, they took an L versus Athletic Club. Ferencváros, they got a dub their most recent 4-3 versus AZ Alkmaar. So these 2 teams have not gone head to head yet. So I don't know what to expect out of this. My prediction is going to be either a tie or probably Victoria might win this one. But yeah, this one's going to be a tough one. I'm probably not going to bet this one, to be honest with you. If I did, I would probably have to be Victoria Pleasant over 0.5. Just because their last 5 games, they've covered this 5 out of 5. So I don't see why not. They'll be able to score. And as far as Ferencváros, they're sitting at 1.5. And they've covered this 1, 2, 3. They've covered this 3 out of 5 times. So that one's going to be a little bit more tough to go for. So I'm going to go with Victoria Pleasant over 0.5 just because that seems like the best outcome here. They've covered this 5 out of 5. So as far as a win, not too sure about that, to be honest with you. But yeah. Okay, on to the next game. Union State Gilois. I think that's how you pronounce it. Union St. Louis, Gilois, something like that. I do apologize. Versus Ajax Amsterdam. Union are at home, and as far as injuries, they got 2 players with red cards, 2 questionable. Ajax sitting with 6 injured players. Dang. Even though those 6 injured players, they've gotten 4 wins out of their last 5 and 1 loss. Their 3 most recent games, they did get a win. So, um, as far as Union, they're sitting in the same boat. They got 4 wins, 1 loss. These 2 teams have not gone head to head. Union are at home, so and they are favorite. I don't know how I feel about this one. I really think Ajax would win this one, but they just I don't know. I don't know what to go with this one. I think the best outcome here would probably be under the total points. The total points is sitting at 3. Ajax have not been able to go over 3 goals in their last 5 games. As far as the total over, yeah, they haven't gone over 3 in their last 5 games. As far as Union going over, they've only gone over once in the last 5 games. So give me total under 3 for this one. And as far as a win, probably a tie, but I wouldn't risk that one. Okay, on to the next game. AZ Akmar versus Galatasaray. I think that's how you pronounce it. Galatasaray. These 2 teams have gone head to head one time for the UEFA Europa League, and they've tied 1-1. As far as injuries, Akmar have 1 injured player and 3 questionable. Galatasaray have only 1 injured player. So same thing. Total sitting at 3, and I don't see this going over 3 either. They've covered over 3 only once. As far as Galatasaray, they've covered over 3 once in their last 5 games. Between these 2 teams, they have not covered over 3 points. Akmar, they've covered over 3. Let's see, they've covered this once, twice. They've covered this twice. The most recent, they did not cover this. As far as the team total is sitting at 1.5 for both of these teams. And it seems like Galatasaray have only been able to cover this once. Akmar are at home and they are favorite. So probably give me either total under 3 or Galatasaray under 1.5, just because they have not covered this in their last 3 games. And actually 4 out of 5. So yeah, as far as Akmar, they've covered that 1.5. They've covered this 4 out of 5 times, surprisingly. Yeah, they've covered this 4 out of 5. But that one probably be, I don't know, that would be too risky for me. So, but I mean, like I said, they've covered this 4 out of 5. So it's up to you how you want to throw it down. As far as a win here, I probably do see Akmar winning this one. Yeah, because they've gotten way more goals. They got 13. See, in their last five games, they've got a total of 11 goals. As far as Galatasaray, they've only made 7. So, it seems like AZ Akmar are a better squad. So, but I probably won't do a straight win for this. If I did, I would probably bet Akmar. And for sure, I'll do the under 1.5. Under 1.5 for Galatasaray. Okay, on to the next game. Porto versus Roma. Now, this is another game It's gonna be good, but I'm not gonna bet just because I know for sure this is gonna be too risky. Um, these two teams have gone head to head five, seems like five times, probably more, but like the most five recent. Um, they seem to be going back and forth. They got two draws. Porto won twice, and Roma have only been able to beat them once. And this one time that they were able to beat them was they were at home. But Porto are at home, and it seems like at home they've been able to win once, tied twice. So maybe a tie for this one. But as far as injuries, they both have one injured player and one questionable. I see this going over 2.5. However you want to chop it up, I see it going over 2.5. They've covered this 3 out of 5 times, so give me over 2.5. So somebody's gonna win, and if they don't, I see a tie. So maybe 2-2 or 2-1 is what I see in this one. As far as the team total over, they're both sitting at 1.5. 1.5, Roma has only been able to cover this once. And this was back in 2019. Yeah, the most recent game these two teams played was back in 2021. So it's been 3 years since they've gone head to head. I know there's some new players now, so I don't know. I really want to bet for Roma to win, but they just they don't give me anything to like want to bet on them. Their last 5 games for Roma, they got 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Porto sitting only with 1 win, 3 draws, and 1 loss. So yeah, this screams Roma all day, but as far as the last 5 times, they've only won 1. So, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. That's why we love these games so much. So, but the best outcome here for you guys would probably be over 2.5, just because they have covered this 3 out of 5 times. So yeah, the last 5 games from Porto, that over 1.5, they've only covered this once. Only once. And Roma, on the other hand, they've covered this 2 times out of 5. So this is gonna be it's gonna be a tough game. Yeah, it's either gonna be a 1-1 or 2-1. But we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna put a straight win on this one, but I will do the over 2.5. Okay. On to the next game. We have FC 20 versus Bodo. I got 20 for this one. These two teams have not gone head to head, but 20 is at home. 20 is at home, and they're both sitting with 1 injured players. Total sitting at 3. I don't know if I see them going over 3, but it seems like their last 5 games from 20 they were able to cover this 4 out of 5 times, going over 3. As far as Bodo, same thing. They've been able to cover this 3 out of 5 times. So yeah, I see goals coming in here. As far as the team total over, sitting at 1.5. Bodo have covered 1.5. They've covered this 1, 2, 3, 4. They've covered this 4 out of 5 times. 20, they've covered this. They've covered this 3 out of 5 times. Yeah. The last 5 games from 20, they got 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 L. Bodo have 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 L. So this is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because these two teams have not gone head to head. So, but I see 20 winning this one, and I see them going over 1.5. Yeah, I mean that's what I see. I don't know if I mean it looks tough. It looks tough, but it's doable for 20. So it seems like the best outcome here. Looking at looking at it from a different angle, it looks like that 1.5 from Bodo would probably be the best option. But on the road, they've only covered this once. No, yeah, they've only covered this once. At home, they covered this 3 out of 5 times. So, and they're not at home. That's the problem. 20 is at home, and it seems like in the last 5 games, 20 has only been able to play once at home, and they did not cover that 1.5. On the road, they covered this 3 out of 5 times, but they're at home. So, yeah, this is going to be a tough one now that I see it from a different angle, but I'm going to have to go with, I'm going to have to go with over on that 3 though. So I think that's probably the best outcome here. Over 3 goals for these two teams. Okay. On to the last game of the video, guys. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. If there's a game that you guys want me to predict, put it down in the comments and I'll get it done for you guys. Also, put down your prediction in the comment. Let me know who you think is going to win for these games that I mentioned. And if it hits, I'll give you guys a shout out. So, all right, on to the last game. We have Salonika. I guess their name is PAOK Salonika. Yeah, I'm all bad, huh? Versus FCSB. Okay. PAOK are at home, and it seems like the last time they were at home versus this team, they lost 1-0. As far as injuries, PAOK have 5 injured players, or not injured, they're questionable, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be showing up. I looked at their date coming back, and it doesn't show that they'll be there for tomorrow, but we would probably have to check the lineup for tomorrow before doing this. But I feel like FCSB will win this one, even though they've only gotten 2 wins in their last 5 games, 2 draws and 1 L. PAOK have 3 wins and 2 L's. Both of these two teams did win their most recent game. So, yeah, this is going to be a tough one too. As far as the total sitting at 2.5, team total wise, PAOK is sitting at 1.5 and FCSB is sitting at 0.5. The last 5 games from FCSB, they've covered this 0.5 3 out of 5 times. So that doesn't sound too good. But one of the games was versus Manchester United. Manchester United, they're pretty good right now. So, but the last time these two guys went head to head, FCSB were able to cover that 0.5. Now, as far as PAOK, they've sitting at 1.5. They've covered 1.5 twice out of 5 times. So, for me, if I was to bet this one, I'm doing FCSB over 0.5. It just seems like the best outcome for this prediction. As far as FCSB allowing teams to score, they've only allowed 2 of their teams to score. 2 out of 5 times they've allowed their team to score. So it seems like they have a pretty good defense. And the most recent game between these two guys, between these two teams, Pauk did not score at all. So of course this was last year. So, but I don't know. Give me FCSB to win and give me total points over 0.5 for FS or FZSB. Yeah, I think that's just the best outcome for you guys on this one. So, yeah, that or give me total over 2.5. Nah, nah, don't do that. Well, it could happen, but I wouldn't risk that. I'll just, as far as if you're gonna do an over, just do that 0.5 for FCSB. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I hope you guys win some money tomorrow. I hope the information I gave you was good to make the best decision for you. And most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, until the next video, deuces.